Yeah, essentially I was doing Amazon at the same time because I did, like you mentioned, I did move out and I did have that job. COVID hit, so I had to find something quick. I did land on Amazon. I was getting paid well because I was a good worker. Um, and I don't know, every day that
and you were doing valet at one point too. Like you were hustling.
So
dude.
essentially that got kicked out because of the whole COVID. You couldn't get in people's cars for sanitary reasons and stuff like that. So that got kicked out of the curb. So I was literally jobless. So I had to find something quick, and Amazon was the one that replaced that.
Right.
So
and Amazon boomed for COVID. It would
boom. It would boom because people would buy like a bunch of things, and I don't know, dude. I would do videos because I really like making videos. That's a passion. And as I was driving Amazon, I was so pissed off the whole time because I was driving, listening to music. It was cool, like.
But you can't work on your craft.
But you couldn't work on your craft, and I was so pissed every single day because I was like, man, I'm literally losing 8 hours of working hours doing something for somebody else. Like, it was literally pissing me off.
Wait, so did you have 3 jobs? Real estate, Amazon, and
videography? Yeah. And at the same time, as I was doing videos, they were coming out good. People kept hitting me up, and I was booking stuff on the schedule, and I was like really stressing myself out. I was like, man, I really don't have time to be doing this and then have time to edit videos. Because then I also was moved out. I had to cook for myself. I had to clean. I had to do all these things.
No more mommy and daddy.
No more mommy and daddy, man. And it was really really stressful. And I was like, man. So I remember sitting in the office. I was cold calling. And then I remember just sitting there, leaning back on my chair for a solid 30 minutes. And everybody else was working, but I was just sitting there analyzing everything. And I was just like, I'm going to quit. I was like, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to quit. I literally hate this shit so much. And I want to do other things that are way more productive. That's going to push myself way farther in life. This thing's holding me back. And even though I know I'm going to take a jump, I'm going to take a leap of faith, I'm going to quit. So I literally pulled up my employer. I was only employed for a month or two, dude. I literally pulled up my employer on the phone. I was like, hey man, I quit, man. He's like, okay, cool. When's your last day? 2 weeks from now? I'm like, nah, yesterday was my last day. I was like, I can't do this shit anymore. He was really cool with it because Amazon's a tough job. Like you said, your brother did it, and
he quit on the first day.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, dude, if I can work that hard, I'm a good worker, but if I can work that hard for somebody else, why not just work that hard for yourself?
Bro, that was exactly the same mindset.
Bars of the week,
dude. And then bars of the week. And I was like, once I realized that, I was like, bro, this shit's so easy. And
did you call? Okay, go run it through the creative gang. When you quit, did you call somebody? Did you call somebody to reassure you? Yeah, there you go, good job.
Or did someone try to hold you back? I feel like most parents would be like, "Hijo, what are you doing? Fucking job security."
Nah, I was at the office, and luckily my real estate mentor was there. He was literally right next to me in the same office, and he heard the whole conversation because I had it on speaker. I didn't even told him before. I was like, I'm gonna quit. I don't give a fuck. And he was on speaker. And then once I hung up the phone, he looked at me. He's like, man, that's commendable. The fact that you would bet on yourself and you believe so much in yourself that much, that's respectable. And he even told me, he's like, you know what, I'm gonna help you out. And then he started booking me for videos. He would start paying me himself.
Right.
We're even part of this thing called NAREP, the National Association of Hispanic Realtors, and they need videos once every month.
Yeah, because I saw you create a Spanish version, which is fucking genius because I feel like the Spanish
market is untapped,
community, and it's not even touched. And I don't want to say they don't have the budget for it, but I don't know if they just thought of hey, we should create videos too, because for the most part, people that create videos are non-Hispanics.
I was gonna bring that up in the episode later, but that thing where you talk in Spanish and do a whole video, dude, you're spreading wealth of knowledge to people in
the Spanish community,
who want to buy a house.
That's all these English videos and what the hell are they talking about? We drop a Spanish one, they're like, oh shit. Not only are these guys dropping bars, but these are the first guys we know that speak Spanish.
Right.
And that's what our team is about. We're just about the Hispanic people in our community, especially in Escondido.
That's fire.
But yeah. And then that guy in general, he just started hooking me up with jobs, videos that he wanted to do. And, I would just come out and do them. And he was satisfied every single time. He would always boast about me dude, Jesus is the best, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, I appreciate it. But that it just really started with that, and then that started to catch wind. Other people in the office, going back to that story that I said before, people just started really noticing, and they're like, "Hey, who's that guy? Do a video for us." And I was like, "Me being the yes man, let's do it."
I want to talk about more about the passion because we never really talked about your passion. We never gotten this depth before. In the past, we just dick around all the time.
Yeah, we just dick around.
But you saying he's me listening to you here say dude, I was fucking literally pissed off at work. The dude that I when you were saying that, dude, I could totally relate to that. When I used to work at the hospital, I was fucking pissed off being at this fucking job that I hated with fucking everything I got. And I had to be here for fucking 10-hour days and 4 days a week, sometimes 5 days a week. And like, they don't give a fuck about you. Like, people were getting laid off left and right. Luckily, I didn't get laid off, but I was like, dude, fuck this place, man. Like, I need to do something different with my life.
Yeah.
And I remember you telling me a story about you editing while you were fucking doing valet.
Yeah.
And that reminded me of when I used to fucking edit on weekends. When I used to work at the hospital, it was a little slower. So I would bring my laptop and I remember making my Thailand video and my fucking laptop would crash like every 30 seconds, man. It was so annoying. I had to try to re-export. And just like, dude, just dedication, man.
I remember you Snapchatting me. I was like, dude, are you even working? Like, nah, my boss is cool. I'm like, that's dope.
Yeah.
It's just going back to a lot of people say that they wish they had time to do this or they want to do all this and all that. And I'm like, dude, if you really want to do it, like, you're going to find time to do it.
Exactly.
And for me, I was working, like I said, valet. I didn't really have time because I would get off of doing an open house and then 30 minutes, go back home, change into my uniform, and then I didn't even have time to pack lunch. So I would go to Chipotle, pick up a bowl or something, and then just be at work and then just kind of munch when people weren't there.
Yeah.
And essentially, I would have my computer charging right before I did the open house. So when I get home, I'd grab all my gear. I'd go do valet. And then when people weren't there, I'd go in my car, plug in my external, edit. And then when people came out, I'd be like, shit, put it away. I take care of them. I'm like, blah, 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 whatever. Yeah. And I'd go back. I look around, make sure no one's there. I go back in my car, edit. And I finished the video like that. And I turned it into the guy literally like a week later.
And most people, like, I feel like 99% of people wouldn't do that sacrifice of like, yo, 30-minute break, bro. I'm gonna fucking chill for 30 minutes.
Yeah, they're gonna go on their phone or smoke weed or drink or whatever, but that's a waste of time.
This is one thing I wanted to share with the creative game. If you don't have headaches, like if you don't get migraines of like throughout your day, that means you're not making time for whatever you want to do as your passion. Yeah. I get headaches all the time, like just thinking about like, I gotta post, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. You gotta constantly be on your toes, and like whenever you get a little free space, like go ahead and fucking edit, post, or do something where it elevates you besides just your 9-to-5 job. And I feel like that was a good example of you in your car and just editing and making the video.
It's just about finding time. And
where did you get this